Hey guys, lovely morning, and we have a new friend joining in today. Her name is Debapriya. She's joining in from Singapore. She's from India. She's a Bengali, but born and brought up around Assam for a long time, and now in Singapore for 4 years. She's similar to what I do. She is basically bringing an empowering woman. She's actually taking interviews, showcasing their personalities, their strength online. Apart from that, she is very enthusiastic about food, creativity. She's also teaching kids or helping kids how they can create food, and also showcase in their own YouTube channels. Basically, building creativity within the kids. And a lot more she explores. Very similar, like-minded guest I have today. So thank you, Devapriya or Priya, for joining in. It is really nice having you here. So ये कब शुरू हुआ? When we started as a COVID story, to be honest, and this really worked out. People liked it, so we are continuing this particular journey. How did your passion start in with respect to connecting people? Because it takes a skill. Uh, and I've seen a couple of your videos, and I've seen that you're very humble. You're like somebody who is very natural when you talk to your guests and ask those questions and all that. It is a jealous feeling for people like me. आप जैसे लोग अगर online आ गए तो ये दाढ़ी वाले बाबा को कौन देखेंगे?
Oh God.
So how did this start, and how are you motivating? I see a lot of women who actually come onto the show. Same is the case with me. I don't know why the percentage is high, but yeah, I do have a lot of women who actually come onto the show, and I also, though being from the other gender, I feel glad that I'm able to, continue this particular motivation for women. So yeah, over to you. कैसा शुरू हुआ ये सब कुछ?
Okay, so first of all, a big hello to all of you who are watching us right now, or who is going to watch later. And thank you, Ravi, for having me today in your show. So, yes, about my journey, it was always inside me, to be very honest. I always wanted to talk, I always wanted to know from others, I always wanted to interview others, but never had this confidence in me that I come in front of the camera and invite people and ask questions and to move things with it. So my dad was in it goes back to my childhood. My dad was in All India Radio. So I have been exposed to studios and the radio stations from very early age, right? My dad used to pick me up from school and then used to go straight to his office, and from then we used to go home. So I used to spend hours in the studios and I used to see artists, how they used to come, the cameramans. And I used to love those sets. So I also always wanted to be in front of the camera, but as I said, I never had that confidence. So I always ended up being behind the camera. But I did a lot of shows. My mom, from when I was just then 3.5 year old, she enrolled me in dance and music and art, and I think that she's the reason why today I'm like jill of everything. I wanted to know, I wanted to explore so many things. I can't believe that I'm good in only one thing, or I can focus on only one thing. So I wanted to explore myself, and the journey of exploring yourself is a never-ending one, and I totally enjoy the process. So it all started from there. So when it was, as I said, I lacked a lot of confidence because when I was only 7 years old, right, I had this pancreatic disorder. It's a digestive disorder, and which don't allow you to, have foods. You have a very strict food restrictions. So now what happened is, like, when your food is restricted, obviously your activities are also, it has an impact on your activities, to be very honest, because I have to need to have a very small quantity of carbs and proteins and to all maintain. So I was never, able to be a part of school picnics or family gatherings for quite long. And then, well, even when I started being a part, whenever the meal times, whenever there was a lunch time or a dinner time, I had to be in a separate room, having a separate food. So it felt very bad, but I never used to show it off, right? It felt like shit, to be suddenly to be separated from the tribe and to be in another room eating another kind of meal. But I never showed it off. So I always like, yeah, it's okay, it's fine, I understand. But then at one point of life I realized that I'm not being very authentic with my feelings. Like it's okay to say that I'm not fine or I'm not good. And I saw around me there are so many people. Like this was my challenge, but everyone has their own. No, it doesn't matter like from which family or legacy or country or you belong to. You have your own share of challenges, right? So, but very few people, can be honest with that and can tell their story to others and move ahead with it. We all try to, keep it in ourselves and, try to be, be okay, be normal. So it took time. I took time to to have this deep connection with myself, and but I was always in this journey. I always wanted to come out, and this COVID was the time. And to be very honest, when beginning of 2020, I thought, okay, I have lived enough, and I have followed a predefined path, defined path for a very long time, and now I want to come out. I mean, I just want to let people know. And this is how exactly started. So I thought of, questioning or interacting with people who have their own share of struggles and they have come across, and they are settled now, and how did they do it. So I just started following them. That's how it all started.
Super. So do you still have challenge with the food? You still have to.
Yes, yes, I do.
कैसे
I do
करते हो
have.
मतलब being Bengali, you guys are so passionate about aloo and all that, so which is
Yes,
like completely
that's what.
cuts.
That's why now it was very challenging for me, and I was only 7 years old. I mean, a 7-year-old girl, obviously I was very tempted towards, treats, small treats, and finger foods, and and घर में इतना कुछ बनता था because I had my family is obviously Bengalis are foodies. My bro is a diehard fan of meat and spicy foods and good food. And बनता था ऐसा नहीं था कि क्योंकि because I had this problem तो घर में कोई नहीं खाता था ऐसा नहीं था people used to my family in occasions everything was normal. So my family did a good thing. Then they always empathized with me. They never sympathized, they never said okay oh bichari nahi kha sakti hai and all. They said okay this is situation you have to deal with it, and the faster you deal with it is better for you. So I said, okay, my mom used to customize a lot, but still, it's
Okay,
so
you
hard
still miss.
to resist. And I had a tough time until now. A lot of things that I shouldn't eat. Sometimes I do cheat. I I agree on that. I confess that. But yes, most of the time I try to resist. Yes.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
think.
I cook, but I don't eat.
Yeah, I think this is
Yeah.
what happens. Like the things which you really get deprived of. You create.
Yeah.
You create passion for that.
Yeah.
So no wonder you're
Yeah.
into a food enthusiast, because you really miss eating some of it.
Yeah.
बट अगर
Yes.
मैं घर आऊँ तो मेरे को कुछ मिलेगा बनाओगे, या आई हैव टू गो थ्रू व्हाट प्रिया कैन ईट.
No, of course I can prepare. No, we have to come down to Singapore after the COVID, or else I can organize an online cook on. So
Okay.
yeah, I can prepare something online. I can teach everyone of you.
Wow. So, I mean, teaching kids, how to cook, or motivating them. How did this start, and how does it work? Because it should be really interesting, or it should be like really tough, because your understanding or our understanding in terms of how what are the recipes called. बच्चों को ये भी नहीं मालूम होता है कि what is each of those ingredients called. So how do you
Hmm.
manage that? Is it fun, or कैसा है?
It's fun because I'm always good with kids, right? So I prefer to deal with kids than adults, to be very honest. So, I have a very till now I have maintained a very good relation with kids from different age groups. And yes, kids obviously most of them they don't know the name. So it all starts from there, the basics, right? Okay, kitchen you like cooking. Kids mostly they come up saying, no, I like cooking, I like baking, pasta, pizzas, and all. But then I said, you know the ingredients and observe the food that you're taking, why you are taking, and what is the nutritional value of it. So I start from very basic in my class. I first give an introduction of the ingredients, right? The basic ingredients that are available in any Asian kitchen. What are they? and I want them to know more about it. For them, the sources from where they come in, right? And I always tell them, that you don't have to be very serious with cooking. Neither you have to be too serious with life. It's okay, even if you sometimes you have the recipe in front of you, you follow the steps, still end up, messing it up. You will still end up the dish not being that, proper. So is life, so I always tell them that be free, know the process and be creative with it, right? Like for very simple example, people come when I give lessons, when I teach them pizza, I tell them to add the yeast with milk and all. People ask me, if I don't want to add yeast, what will be the substitute?
Hmm.
So I said, know the concept, that why we are adding yeast, first of all, to rise so that our our flour should rise enough. So anything that can is help to rise, it's okay. You can add that. So you have to be creative in that way, and just experiment. If it worked for you, you got a recipe, and if it didn't, you have to try it. So
Right.
that's the entire philosophy that I think.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of your posts, and I see that you reiterate this particular word or sentence, which basically says, don't take it too seriously. Enjoy the moment, enjoy the life.
Yes, yes, yes,
So that's
of
really good.
course.
So
Yeah.
I see that you also help, as a freelancer, you also help marketing and into research for other clients. So, वो journey
Yes.
कैसा start हुआ? How is that, happening now?
Um, yes, as I said, I can't just focus on one thing, and but I'm very lucky that in my journey in Singapore, I met a very, very very talented coach and mentor and this brilliant speaker, Mr. Vivek Ayani, and he taught me a lot in my journey. Uh, Basically, he taught me how to connect with myself. I was like wondering what to do. I want to explore myself, but I never had a way to do that. I never knew what to do and how to do things. But he was the one who taught me that how to know your strength, how to focus on your strength, on your weakness. And I randomly just said, I want to work with you. I want to learn from you. And he said, "You're most welcome to do that." So I made several mistakes, and he always he never, said discouraged me. He always, encouraged me, and he taught me a lot about the market. And even today, right? Even if I'm following a passion of mine, he's always there to coach me, to mentor me, to help me out. So I'll be very, very grateful to him throughout my life, and I always vouch for that, you should have a mentor, a coach in you if you can, and please make sure that that coach and mentor is not someone from your family or friends, because I know people do say, my father, my partner, my husband, or my
Yeah, that
good
doesn't work.
friend is my coach. But even though they may be, but most of the time they end up being judgmental, right? So they end up judge you. So when you talk to someone who don't judge you for being an appreciate for what you are, is exactly when you feel confident and feel empowered to start your journey. So yes, I met different clients. Most of them are coaches. Some are like well-being coaches. Some are into positive mindset. So I've worked with them. I've seen their work, and I always appreciate that. And I've learned from them. While I was working, I was assisting them in organizing events, assisting in their events. I always learned a lot from them. So yes, this is something I've been doing mostly before the COVID. And from 2013 to 2013 I started my food journey as a blogger. Until 2016, I was totally into blogging and food journey. And once I was in Singapore, I was into this corporate events and assisting speakers and coaches. And then from again, I had a change makeover in 2020. So yeah, that's how things have been till now.
So similar to the way I think. So
Yeah. Great.
Good.
Yeah.
So we have some questions, rapid fire questions, because ये बहुत serious
Okay.
topic हो गया है. तो let's get into the rapid fire questions and get to know you well.
Do I have a
So
hamper?
okay, all set, ready?
Okay, I'll try my best. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you had an option to change your name from Debapriya, which your parents have named, you did not have an option then. But अगर नाम change करने का मौका मिला तो what would you choose? What name would you choose in
Priya.
first?
I
Priya.
like to say Priya.
Pia
Yeah.
or Priya?
Priya.
Pia. P-I-Y-A.
Priya. Priya. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, if you had a chance to replace or put one series or one theme of plants across the world, what plants would you put across? Plants or
What?
tree?
Sorry.
If you had to
Plants.
put one plants or one type of tree across the world so that the world looks in a
Better.
similar pattern and all that, what plant or tree would you choose?
Oh, I think no, I won't choose anything. I mean, it's so good, all trees. And why should I change it? Why should I not replace any plant? The plants themselves are in every shape and size and color, they look great. Mm.
Good
So,
one.
yeah, I won't change anything.
Yeah, I thought you
Nature,
you will mention that all roses across and all that. ऐसा नहीं है कुछ भी. No?
which we need. The nature is very beautiful the way it is. I'm not going to disturb it.
Good one.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the three things you would buy from a grocery store which will make a cashier laugh at you?
Mm. Okay. Cashier laugh at me. सबसे
Yeah.
पहले तो he shouldn't laugh. Whatever I buy from the store, even if it
At
does,
least
at
they'll
least
stare at you, कि देखेगा
he
कि ये
should
ऐसी चीजें क्यों
okay.
खरीद रही है.
Maybe a packet of condom,
Hmm.
or a sanitary napkin,
Hmm.
or yeah, and or a contraceptive pill maybe, because these are things when we buy from the store, no
Yeah, you
matter
get
who the
those looks.
people is, एक stare तो मिलेगा ही.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're passionate about cooking. So anytime did you burn stuff? Did you put the kitchen on fire or at least the stove on fire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when I'm baking. So, yes, I love the smell of, when something is baking. I love that smell. But often I, get interrupted. Oh my God, it's burning again. I rush and I, switch off my oven. I take out my stuff and it's all burnt, all black.
So what
And
what distracted you? Your smartphone, or you go to a TV and sit, or you get into some other you
what
know.
glued to my phone? I was busy checking Instagram. Yeah, that's exactly things happen. Such things happen with me. I got so busy with Insta and Facebook that I absolutely forgot that something is on store. So it happens. Yes, couple of times.
Okay, so you in your introduction you also mentioned that you dance. You dance really well, right? So what are the steps if we go to a club? Okay, what is the first step or the common step which Priya does?
I think the Amitabh Bachchan step.
So this one.
This That's the first step to start with, and people don't will not have high expectations from you. Then it's okay, and then you follow your step. Yeah,
Good one.
it's fun. Whenever you're in those stuff, you just be yourself and dance to the tunes. I love dancing, and I really don't follow a particular step. It all depend upon the music, the rhythm, and I just go with the flow.
Okay, so what do friends say? जब प्रिया आती है ग्रुप में तो क्या करती है?
I think वो बहुत ज़्यादा बात करती है, and I love talking. You can keep go on and on and on. And then I try to bring some humor. बहुत serious बातें करते हैं अपनी life के बारे में. And I said, come on, and then we are here to meet each other, not to discuss the same old, topics. Let's talk about something fresh. And something that I talk about. There are a few topics that I bring up. Was say, oh, being a married woman or being a mom, we shouldn't be discussing this stuff. I said, come on. So yeah, so my friends know that I can bring in a lot of topics in.
Superb. So, what are some things which are okay to do occasionally, but definitely not okay to do every day? Except for the food control, which you're doing, your cheat days or things which you do.
Yes, yes. I think drinking, just I think occasionally if you're drinking, it's good, but don't make it a habit. Like every weekend you have to drink. Every Friday means you need to open your bottle. Not like that. I mean, it should be in a controlled way. So if you consume that in a controlled way, then you will be out of so many problems from that. So drinking and smoking, I think something I would say that it should be controlled. Occasionally, it's okay. Yeah.
Good. If Ravi is coming home and he's sitting in the area which you're sitting or in your hall, okay, what is that weird thing or unique thing which I'll find around your home?
My home, you
Yeah,
will
yeah.
find in my dressing table. I mean, it's all you will see in my dressing table is my laptop, is my tripod, is my camera, is my mobile. No makeup stuff at all, and you will end up saying, "Oh my God, you're a woman. You have a dressing table, and there's nothing in it. I mean, not even one lipstick, not even one comb." I said, and I'll say, "No, this is my setup actually,
At least
right?"
comb to rahega na. I mean, I will
Yes,
not need it anyway. I will not need it. Even I come to your home, I don't think so.
there's
Anything will change. But yeah,
God, you didn't see me. Normally people, come so decked up, all, hair set and all before a live or makeup, and I come up just like that. Yeah, Sunday afternoon, how will you see me? You will find me like this only. Wash your hair, and after finishing up so many chores at home, you don't feel like pampering yourself. To be very honest, weekends are the days when we get tired the most because we have
true.
so many things to take care of. So yes, and but even seriously, sometimes even I feel like, oh my God, I mean, this is I'm a woman. Come on, something should be there in my dressing table apart from this, gadgets. But all you could say is like, phone, mobile, laptop, tripod, and setup. ऐसा क्या है कि I don't normally, remove them from their places. So
Who took
yeah,
your photograph? Now we are talking about gadgets and camera. So who took that black and white photograph?
I took
You took
all
it
our most
yourself.
of the pictures are
Selfie
selfie.
tha wo.
Yeah, yeah, black and white.
The recent one which you
Yeah,
posted for the challenge, black and white challenge.
black and white challenge. Yeah, though I forgot the picture. Honestly, I'm trying to remember. But अगर आप मेरे profile में देखोगे तो most of them are the all selfies because I
Okay,
don't
so
have any
basically you
other.
set the timer and then take it.
Yeah, so the timer.
Oh,
Yes, एकदम 10 seconds का timer है in a good time to get into a good pose and then
so how many
save it
poses you did and you selected that one?
with the black and white one.
Yeah.
Mm, I normally do two to three, three, four तो हो ही
नहीं
जाता है.
नहीं सच बताओ अभी सच बताओ
सच्ची में पहले तो मुझे याद ही नहीं आ रहा है कि मैं ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट कौन सा पिक्चर मैंने पोस्ट किया था. ओके इन सारी यस यस आई रिमेम्बर नाउ.
Sari
यस
near a
यस
window.
yeah, it was, you won't believe it was in one shot, my thanks to my Samsung phone, one shot में
I
आ
don't
गया.
believe that. I don't believe that. एक
Seriously,
shot
one
में
shot
you
में आ
take
गया.
it.
Seriously, I'll send you two, three more pictures. This is style में almost close. I'll send you those. You'll see. One shot में वो एकदम, sometimes it happens. You
Then
have to
that
just.
means you know okay how you look good and ये shot अच्छा आएगा. Pretty confident, huh? Yeah.
You just take up an angle. I remember last year it was during Durga Puja. So I had to rush, to Fudua temple. And I had, now everyone, my friends were in the cab and they were calling me, come down, the cab is already there, already here. And I was, just last try. बहुत time से try कर रही थी, एक भी अच्छा picture नहीं है. And I know once I'm with my friends and end up in the temple, my makeup and all will go and I won't be looking the same. And so I just give it a try and it was okay. Later on I found out, okay, this picture is good enough.
So you said no makeup and all that. So when was the last time you really got decked up with makeup and all?
Oh, no. In 2019. 2020 में तो hardly I think I got it. 2019. And I think it's like during the 31st, I never forget, yes, 31st December 2019. I was so happy for 2020. So I made a pledge from 2020 onwards, at least I will not get decked up on the 31st of December.
Super. And
Yeah.
Bengali shadis are with complete decoration, with all those stuff around your face. It's almost like you're doing rangoli on your face, right? So, yeah, how was your wedding? What are the most memorable moments from your wedding?
Okay. I was like, yes, in any Indian wedding, you can see kids where brides get so well decked up, with jewelry and all. But most of the, makeup artists, or especially when they come from the parlor, they end up putting so much makeup on your face. It's like, you just painted your face white. And honestly, makeup really doesn't go very well with me because whenever mostly it's either underdone or it's overdone, right? Someone has to know your complexion and it has to really be very well blended. And it was like a just the whitewash. Like I don't see my pictures. It seems like in a white wall you just painted some lipstick, red thing. It was like that. It was horrible. So, but but yeah, I made sure in my in my brothers and in my cousin's wedding, I made up for that. I really decked up well in their weddings. My pictures were, sometimes they really told me, don't show your pictures. They're better than the bride and the groom. So please,
Yeah,
they
because
never
this time you had the control to do
pictures. They
it.
never put the pictures in the album. They said, it's better than everyone. You will get the attention. You won't. So yeah, funny things. But yeah, I always believe that yeah, you should have that. You should create. We women should create as our own substance rather than relying too much on our looks or on our sexuality. To be very honest, so there will always be someone who is prettier and who is younger and who is more attractive than you. So if that thing gets too much in your mind that that I have to look perfect in every angle, in every picture, and in life, and it becomes very difficult. I have seen the struggle. So yeah, so I'm happy the way I am, the way God has made me, the nature has made me, and I just try to be myself. That's it. And that's what I am.
So, last question. What is that unwritten rule which Priya follows at home? Everybody at home knows, the kid, husband knows that this is Priya's rule. Ye, iske, she will go by this rule and we have to obey that. And at work, while you're at work with your clients, what is that rule you always follow?
Yes. Honestly, I don't have any rule. I don't follow any rules. Like, and I don't have any fixed rule, and everyone knows that. But apart from one, that uh, whatever I'll be doing it with my full heart, and I'll be doing it honestly. I'll be authentic with myself, and I'll be ethical with my work, and both at home and in my profession. And yeah, these are the rules, and I'll stick to my values. These are the few rules that I follow in my life, wherever I am, be in work or at home, wherever.
Why are you so like me? Why is that? it's
Great.
it's like I am
Maybe
sitting on the other side and I am talking and giving answers.
yeah, I'm the female version of you, maybe without the diary.
Good.
Yeah,
वो
yeah.
बोलते हैं ना, you have people, like-minded people, who look similar. I think much more than that, you also have people with similar, thought process spread across the world.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And I think I'm very because we're a very simple person. I mean, इतना the भारी भरकम कुछ लेके नहीं चलते हैं लाइफ में, heavy thought process or philosophy. You just take life as it comes. I have not changed, in my life, but I have evolved. I would say that certainly because life teaches you a lot of things. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just being happy the way I am. I don't want to put up any extra, whether it's on my face, any extra makeup, or in my life. No, what I am not, I'm not. What I don't have, I don't have, and what I am, I am. That's it.
Super. Good.
Yeah.
With all this experience, what would you do if you become the chief minister for Assam or for West Bengal?
Okay, definitely the education sector. A lot of positive changes need to be bringing, like I think children, right? They shouldn't be deprived of their basic needs, like their education, their shelter, and clothes. Right? So these are the three things I think we should take care of as a chief minister. I would definitely focus on the children part because they are the future of the country. They should be, you know, given ample opportunity, equal opportunity. They should be given equal opportunity in all these three sectors. They should have good education. They should have access to, uh, to food, healthy food, and and their clothing, their shelter. It's very important. So this children, whenever I see the street children all over, in our cities, I feel the same way. I mean, there should be, we should work towards them, get them in a good shelter, give them some, let them know they live a very different life. Really. And I've seen them. I follow. I'm associated with an organization back in Kolkata, and we work for street children,
Nice.
and yeah, they teach them, and their innocence is will really move you in life. They are so innocent, and they have such different experiences in life. So yeah, this is one part I would really like to focus. And of course, the women empowerment and equal rights in the society is very important. No matter you come from which family, uh, you should be treated equally.
True. Good one. Good one, Devapriya. Nice connecting with you. I think though you're in Singapore, you're still connected with the roots in India, and
Sure.
you are setting your Indian flag high wherever you are. I think that's very important. So I'm so jealous because I have a personality who is doing similar things, has a similar thought process out there. Uh, ये दाढ़ी वाले
Don't
I'm like now I'm
you're
worried
very
people
if I
will move from
say
WurkTV to Debapriya TV because she's more
actually
prettier, she doesn't look like the दाढ़ी वाला
one
baba.
host and two host. Yeah, either you can do that or else don't worry. As I said, I focus on so many things. Don't be surprised in between if I'm not hosting anymore and I'm focused on something else. This is also possible. So yeah, it is really good connecting with you, chatting with you because initially I was really nervous because so far when I started all this online conversation and all, I was the one to ask questions, right?
True,
And
you're
today
on the
the
other
first
side.
time I was answering, and I was not prepared at all, and I was like, okay. So but it was very easy talking to you. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you
Dev.
so much for this
Thank you.
session.
So, friends, do connect with Debapriya. She's doing a lot, not only motivating the kids, she's a food enthusiastic. She's teaching kids how to basically showcase themselves. She is also helping a lot of people, clients who can, how to market themselves, how to, sell their services. So, any work related to market research, branding, so you can connect with Debapriya. Definitely somebody. I mean, there are few people who have like relaxed or busy with their work. There are very few who have thought that let's do something, let's motivate people, let's come online and encourage others. So she's in my club, encouraging people, others to come online and showcase their story. Again, both of us believe that you don't have to be a celebrity. Every story is important. So
True.
thanks a lot. So do follow her and check out what I really love your short clippings when you go live and give a message. Keep up the good work. Keep motivating
Okay.
people. And
Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you so much.
competition mat banna, please.
No,
No.
I don't like competition. Certainly not. And thank you so much, Ravi, once again for having me. And those who have joined us, thank you for joining us. And I hope you keep following Ravi. You know, he's doing a great job bringing on the passionate people and talking to them. And yeah, please do keep following him as well. And yeah, see, no competition.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm promoting you.
Chalo, let's meet up soon. Definitely,
Sure.
would love to try some Bengali recipes when we meet around.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you, friends. Have a great day ahead. We have some encouraging episodes coming today. So, we have a family show, we have Unite, which is the startup series, and we have one show with Grant. So, yeah, do get glued. Though it's Sunday for all of you guys, I've got an action packed day. So, thank you, friends. Have a great day. Thank you, Debapriya.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you.